NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
The running back
it's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First and goal.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and a tackle, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Texans.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an
And
interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Score Texans 3, Jaguars nothing.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
31, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble, and the Texans scoop it. There he goes, right side, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that's what it is. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And now he's going to use his legs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson, a slant to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Back at the 42.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And it's 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Bobby Wagner able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Julio Jones once again the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
On for
this one is right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
So we have reached. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his prime.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there, because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does, and delivers a first down.
Now they try the right side here. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Gain of 15. First down, Jaguars.
14.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 19-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Out of the gun now on third down. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams win.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Julio Jones.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Wilson's pass.
So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Holding offense.
What's the deal, y'all?
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Man left. 3 down. Hey, Mike 20. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 86.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now Wilson on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
To number 30. It's a pickup of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Number 30.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So now the Texans down by 2 touchdowns, and time a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers on.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Final score now from Atlanta. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the Falcons have wound up winning that football game. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes in the W. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for number 17. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the G.